Hello students. So students, in the previous class in the chapter that is crop production and management, we were talking about that of the different agriculture practices. And when we were discussing about the different agriculture practices, students, in this we have seen here one thing, and that is the first process, that is the preparation of seeds. And in the preparation of the seed, you see, first of all, we will do the process of plugging, and we have seen that why it is important to do the plugging process. Now, you know that loosening or turning the soil will help in increase the growth of the microorganism, soil microorganism, or the worms, as well as it will help in making the nutrient to come at the top soil. It will help in removing the weeds. It will help in giving proper aeration to that of the plant. It will help loosening of the soil will also makes the roots to penetrate inside to that of the deep inside to that of the ground. Okay, so this is the loosening of the soil when we do that of the plugging method. Now, if we talk about the agriculture implement, students, that we will use for doing the plugging method, that is hoe, plug. Plug is which consisting of plug shafts and plug share. This plug shaft is nothing but it is a long log of wood, and plug share is a wood which consisting of an iron rim on it. If we talk about hoe, student, so basically it also consisting of a long wood or a long log of a wood is there, and a metal plate is there which is consisting of a sharp edges that will help in removing the weeds from the field. And finally, cultivator is also there, and this cultivator consisting of lot of the metal plates. That metal plate help in proper irrigation or in the plugging method. So these are what, students, these are some of the agricultural implement that a farmer used for the plugging process. Now the second thing was a leveling. So after plugging, we will continue with that of the leveling process. So here the question arises that why we used to do the leveling process. So basically leveler is used here in order to mix. You see that after plugging there is a lot of crumbs. Crumbs means lump of a soil is there, and it is really important to remove this crumbs with the help of the leveler, and we can do this leveling process with the help of leveler. And it is important since it will help in the evenly distribution of the water. So first thing is evenly distribution of water. The second thing that is important, so leveling it help in the evenly distribution of the water, as well as it will also help in preventing the soil erosion. So this is about that of the leveling. So this whole process is the preparation of the soil, student. If we move and see the next one, so next is that of the selection and sowing of the seed. What is the selection of the seed? So basically we should select or we should choose that seed which is consisting or which is of very high quality. We should choose a seed which is resistant to that of the disease or free from any disease. We should choose a seed that will provide a good amount of a crop. Okay, so this is about that of the crop production. Now, while sowing the seed, we use the different methods, and this method, it can be manual method or with the help of the machine. So in the last class, student, we had discussed what is the manual method. So the manual method, the first method if we talk about, so that is the method that is broadcasting. Broadcasting. What is in case of the broadcasting? So here the seed is taken and it is scattered on the field simply, right? So we can say, so scattering of the seed by manually by hand, that method is known as the broadcasting. But you see, student, in the case of a broadcasting, there is lot of a drawback. What kind of a drawback it is? You see, if suppose we will throw the seed at it is, or if we scatter the seed, so there is a chances that the seed will not get evenly distributed on the field. What does that mean? That some of the seed will remain close to each other and some of the seed it will remain far away from each other. So that kind of a scattering of the seed is called as the broadcasting. The second thing, that in case of a broadcasting, that chances is there, or most probably the distance between them is also not equal. So distance is not equal, as well as it is not properly sown inside to that of the soil, and due to which the birds, they can eat it. So these are what? These are some of the drawback of that of the broadcasting method. Okay, so this is the first method, that is a kind of a manual method. Now moving on, and we will see the next method of the sowing of the seed is the method that we call as seed drill. Seed drill. So seed drill is what, student? It is the second method. Now, if we talk about the seed drill, so it is what? It is a kind of a device, a sowing device, which what happened? This device is used in which first of all the drilling happened, then the seed is properly placed in a proper depth, then it is covered with the soil. So you see that we used to do the same process if we are doing manually, if we are not following the broadcasting method. What happened? We used to do this manually. Now, with the help of this seed drill, this process becomes really very easy. So let me write it, that what happened in the seed drill and how we operate with this device. So we can write it that it is what? It is a sowing device. It is a sowing device that places the seed, seeds in the soil at the correct depth, and covers with the soil. So seed drill is what? Basically it is the sowing device that places the seeds in the soil at a proper distance as well as at a proper depth, and after doing that it used to cover it with the soil. Okay, now we will also write it that it does not only take care of the correct depth, but it also ensures the correct distance or proper distance between the seeds. So we can write it that it ensures proper spacing. It ensures proper spacing between the seeds. It ensures proper spacing between the seeds. So these are the 2 points that is included in case of this seed drill or seed drill device. Okay, now how the seed drill is used, student? So I hope you have understood up to here that it is a device which is used to sow the seeds at the correct depth, and then it is covered with the soil. Now let me write it the other point related to that of the seed drill. So if we talk about the next point, so we can write it that a seed drill is pulled it is pulled across the field, using bullocks or a tractor, okay. So seed drill is used across the field either by using bullock or with the help of the tractor. Now if you are using a machine in order to sow the seed, so absolutely it will going to save labor as well as time. So we can write it that it saves labor and time. Okay, it saves labor and time. Okay, so this is the method that we call as seed drills. So you see student, till now we have discussed about the preparation of the seed as well as we have seen the other thing, that is how we can select the correct type of a seed as well as what are the different methods that we can use in order to sow the seed. So the first method that we have used here is broadcasting method, in which we used to scatter the seed, and the second method that we have used here is the seed drill method, in which we used to drill and then sow the seed inside it and cover it with the soil. So these are the two methods that we can use in order to sow the seed inside it. Okay, now let us see the next agricultural practice that we should is included in the agriculture. So the next one is manure and fertilizer. So you see student, it is not necessary that we should only select and sow the seed, but it is also important that we should add manure and fertilizer in the soil. It is really very important, since it helps in providing the nutrient to the soil. So if we want to give a sufficient amount of nutrition to the plant, we should give manure and fertilizers also, in order that if any of the nutrient, if the soil is a lack of any kind of a nutrient that may hamper or that may interfere in the growth of the crop, this can be fulfilled by the addition of the correct manure or fertilizer. Okay, so we can write it that plants derive nutrition from soil. Okay, so plants used to derive nutrition from soil, and here different plants used to provide different kind of nutrients. Different plants sorry students, needs different types of nutrients. Okay, and what happened, you see that over a long period of a time, you will find that this soil, a soil in which we are continuously growing the crop, it will become deprived of the nutrients. It means it will become lack of the nutrients. So basically what happened here, the plants, they are of a different types and they need different kind of a nutrient. So ultimately, if we will grow crop of a same type on the soil, so the nutrient will be used up by the plant and that will make the nutrient becomes lack in the soil. So we can say that lack of nutrient happen over a period of a time. So for that we should add the manure in it. So we can write the third point that over a period of time soil becomes deprived of the nutrients. It becomes deprived of the nutrients. Okay, so the soil need that nutrient for the crop. So the soil need nutrient for the growth of the crop. Okay, so to maintain the fertility of the soil, because you see, whenever we talk about a fertile soil, what is the meaning of a fertile? So that it does not only consisting of a good amount of air and humus, but it must have a sufficient amount of nutrients in it. If it lacks nutrient or if there is a deficiency of a nutrient in the soil, that will make soil a deficient soil, that will make the soil becomes infertile or decreases the fertility of the soil. So, if we want to maintain the fertility, we have to keeps on adding that particular nutrient to the soil. So we can write it. In order to maintain the fertility of the soil, it is important to maintain the fertility of the soil. It is important to add manure or fertilizer to the soil. Okay, so it is important to add the manure or fertilizer in the soil. Okay, now let me discuss about what is manure and what is fertilizer. Till now, student, you have understood that why farmer they use manure and fertilizer in their crop or in their field. But now we will going to understand what is manure, what is fertilizer, what is the difference between them, and which one is better than the other. Okay, so let us start with that of the manure, student. Okay, manure. First one is manure. What is a manure, student? It is the organic material that is obtained from the decomposition of dead plant and the animal waste. Okay, so we can write it that what is a manure? Manure is an organic material. It is an organic material obtained from the decomposition of dead plants and animal waste. So basically it is an organic material which we obtain from the decomposition of a dead plant and the animals. Now basically what happened here, students, the farmer, they used to throw the dead plant waste and the animal waste in a pit. They used to dump it in an open pit, and what happened then, they used to close it. After some time, you will find that it will get converted into compost, which we can use in the form of a manure. Basically what happened here, student, the microorganism which is present inside it, that will help in converting it into a manure. Okay, so we can write here in the points also that farmer dump the animal waste. Farmer dump animal waste and plant waste in a pit and cover it in a open place. Okay, then next what happened? Now this waste is allowed to be decomposed by microorganism. This waste is allowed to be decomposed by the microorganism. Allowed to be decomposed by microorganism and organic material is obtained, and the organic material is obtained. Okay, so this happens in case of the manure. How the manure is formed here, students. Okay, so this is basically the manure. So first of all, here manure is the organic matter. Why we are saying that it is an organic one? Because it is prepared from the plants and the animal. You know that anything that we derive from plant and animal, we will say that is a organic matter. So it is an organic matter. Then the farmer used to collect all the dead animal waste or the plant waste and keep it or throw it or dump it in a pit that is in the open place, and finally we will keep it as it is in order that microorganism used to decompose into the organic waste material, and this is we called as the manure. Now moving on, and we will see that what are the advantages of using manure. So we can write here the advantages of manure. So the first advantage of manure is a student that it helps in improving the texture of the soil. So this is the first example in which we can say that when we use the manure, that will help in improving that of the texture of the soil. The second one, that when we use manure, it will also help in making the soil porous. Okay, it helps the soil porous, students. That is, pores are present in it. So we can say it helps the soil porous. Then the third one, that it helps in enhancing the water holding capacity of the soil. So we can say it helps in enhancing the water holding capacity of the soil. It helps in enhancing the water holding capacity. Now, not only this, it will also help in increasing the soil friendly microbes. So we can write it. Soil friendly microbes. So these are what advantages of that of the manure. It means why we should use manure. What are the different advantages of using the manure, dear students? So first of all, help in improving the texture of the soil. Also, it makes the soil porous, consisting of pores in it. Also, it helps in enhancing or increasing the water holding capacity. Then that will also help in enhancing the soil friendly microbes. Okay, so this is what some of the advantages. You see, students, since we get manure from the organic matter, sorry, so it is having very much importance or very good for the soil, or it is very advantageous for the soil. One more thing is there, that since we obtain it from the organic matter, it will not going to harm the soil in any case, student. Does not consisting of the chemicals, so it is very good for the soil. Okay, so this is about that of the manure. If we talk about the second one, and that is fertilizer. So this is all about that of the manure. You see, student, we use both. We use fertilizer as well as manure. And manure is what? Which is basically made up of the organic matter that we obtain from the dead and decaying matter. Okay. So we can write it here. That is fertilizer. So if we talk about the fertilizer, students, so basically we have seen in case of a manure that we used to obtain it from the organic matter, that is from the dead plant. But in case of a fertilizer, it is actually man-made. It means it is properly synthesized with the help of the chemical. So we can say that it is not prepared through the organic matter, but it is artificially prepared, or it is synthesized with the help of the chemicals. Okay, so we can say that it is a chemical substance. But the thing is the same, that as in case of a manure we have seen that it will help in increasing the fertility of the soil. The same thing with that of the fertilizer, although it is a chemical substance, but it also help in increasing the fertility of the soil, student. Okay, so we will discuss about the fertilizer in the next class.